Hi, my name by birth is Alex William Smith. I'm better known to some as mime magician and celebrity hypnotist Jonathan Royle of magicalguru.com, and I am a long-term victim of media lies, press abuse, and indeed one of a number of people who are victims of miscarriages of justice caused by the dishonesty, illegal actions and cover-ups by Rupert Murdoch's newspapers, in particular at the hands of the fake Sheik, Mazher Mahmood, who was jailed in 2016 after he was finally exposed as a liar when the Leveson Contos Tavlos drugs trial collapsed in 2014. All details of which you can find on circusofthemind.net. As you may have noticed yesterday, on the 10th of December 2025, renewed calls for part 2 of the Leveson inquiry to be reinstated have started to appear in the media, and indeed above or below this video is a link for a petition which I would ask you to sign, and please share this video far and wide. Indeed, the media have got blood on their hands. Christine Flack, Caroline Flack's mother, on Newsnight last night had this to say.
You've talked about the continuing impact on you, but in terms of Caroline, what was the most egregious example, would you say?
The worst example was on a New Year's Day in 2020, when they, on the front page, put a picture of her bed just covered in blood and let everybody think that that was her boyfriend's blood. They then continued 2 pages inside the paper to repeat those pictures and ring a lamp as if she'd hit her boyfriend with a lamp, and that's what the blood was. It was so untrue. It was Caroline's blood where she'd really hurt herself.
Mm. And what impact do you say that had on your daughter?
That was one of the main, I think, things that led to her suicide.
Really? Like,
yeah.
That's obviously a really strong thing to say, Christine. Is that your absolute genuine belief?
Yeah, and not just me. I think she couldn't take what people were writing about her if they thought it was her boyfriend's blood, and she couldn't take what people were saying about her if she'd done that to herself. It was just an awful thing to have printed.
In a statement to that documentary that you made about that issue, The Sun said, "The Sun reported responsibly and within the law and opposed the decision to prosecute Caroline through editorials before her death. In late December, The Sun received a photograph and information that it published." This is the photo that you're referring to. "The story was subject to robust pre-publication editorial and legal process, and repeated remarks from the court hearing, including a quote from Lewis Burton that Ms. Flack did not hit him with a lamp."
The media have not just got blood on their hands, but also they have disrupted and ruined many people's lives through to privacy intrusion, unlawful information gathering, phone hacking, and just outright fabricating and manufacturing untrue stories or such like. Again, there's details of such on circusofthemind.net. This has also led to unsafe, what are now arguably unsafe criminal convictions, including my own, full details of which are at the links above or below this video and at unsafeconvictions.com. I settled at the end of 2024 in my favour. I won my legal claim against Newsgroup Newspapers, Alex Smith versus Newsgroup Newspapers, which was filed on the 30th of September 2022. That was settled in my favour at the end of 24, and in March 2025, Newsgroup Newspapers issued me a private letter of apology in relation to the privacy intrusion, the phone hacking and the other assertions I made against them as per my particulars of claim. You can see on circusofthemind.net, and the more detailed information at unsafeconvictions.wordpress.com. Now, it's not just me, there's tons of other victims out there. Much high-profile people such as Caroline Flack, who tragically died. And again, as I say, last night, her mother, Christine, bravely shared her story. And it angered me to discover, that Lisa Nandy, currently the Department Culture, Media and Sport, the government, sat and cried with her. Just listen to the testimony here.
We met with Lisa Nandy soon after the new government came in, and we really had high hopes. She did meet with us, she sat with us, she cried with us, because some of the stories, as the results of what the press have done, are awful. And she went away and we thought, new government, new culture secretary, this is going to be good. And nothing's happened, nothing. And I know she said she's sort of going down different avenues, wants to do different things. All she's got to do is sanction Leveson Part 2, because that's got everything in it that we want.
Are you saying that the Culture Secretary sat with you all and she shed tears as some of your group were shedding tears?
Yes. And I've seen her, through her career, and always thought, I really like her. And as she left, I said, look, please don't let us down. Don't let what I feel about you, don't let us down. Oh, no, she said. We've never heard anything since.
Are you saying that she has let you down, that this government has let you down?
I feel that at the moment, and I hate saying that, because I really was a fan of this government coming in. But they have let us down, because Leveson Inquiry Part 2 is there. They were all for it. They wanted this. It was the other government, Matt Hancock, that stopped it. And Lisa Nandy said no. She couldn't even give us a reason at the meeting why it's been stopped. And she did express, we think things have got better. And we said, no, they haven't. They haven't got better. She said it's moved more to online. But what they don't realise is the online abuse is usually generated by the media.
But it's not just the media having blood on their hands or having caused, in my case and some other people's, miscarriages of justice. It's the lies that have been printed that have ruined people's lives. It goes beyond even all of that into political interference. And part 2 of the Leveson inquiry was going to look at the links between the police and the media, high-ranking officials in the media, corruption, cover-ups, and a whole bunch of other things that impact every human being on the planet because of the way it enabled the media to get away with ruining people's lives, but also to publish things that are untrue, which then distort the way the mass populace react to things. It's time for the truth, and for truth and justice. We need part 2 of the Leveson inquiry, so please share this video, and also go and check out my quest for justice at unsafeconvictions.wordpress.com, also at circusofthemind.net, and of course check out Hypnotist's website where the petition is. Links above or below this video. Bye for now.
Okay. Ellie Chance, do you think Leveson 2 is needed, that the government should bring it in?
Yes, I do, and it was in the Green Party's manifesto last year. We do think that Leveson 2 should happen.
Why?
We haven't even got full implementation of Leveson 1. Well, Leveson 2 was delayed until after the court case, and yes, things have moved on since there, but fundamentally the purpose of Leveson 2, the kind of terms of reference, was to look at whether there had been unethical or unlawful conduct on the part of News International, but also other media organisations. And it's clear that that problem of both unethical and potentially unlawful conduct has not gone away since 2011. So I do think we need further investigation. We need Leveson 2. Perhaps it should be Leveson 2 plus to kind of take cognizance of the fact that things have changed, particularly with the social media world. But I think that Christine made a really good point there, that very often what happens with when there's a social media pylon, for example, it's often kind of catalysed by something that's been printed in the printed press.